Okay, so session 4, deadlifts. Decided to do axle and added some front bands to it. So this is second to last warm up. So they were moving decently. Once I got past this set, or it might have been the next set actually. I think it was once I got past this set, I was having some issues with my right SI joint. Um, so I did go up to see if I could fix it because I thought it was from possibly not having my lats in the right position. I did try the strap trick, and that did seem to help. And I think you might even see it on this set. So a little hitch on the first one, but the rest of them are relatively easy. So it was like 480, and then the front bands. Front bands are definitely a weak spot for me. But I talked with my the powerlifting coach we have in the gym. He grew up kind of like in SBC with JP Price and those guys, so he does have kind of some knowledge on the suit. So after chatting with him, he thought it was head position related. So we decided to do the block pulls, but quadded mini bands, and then a band over my neck and through my hands to kind of force me to pack my chin a little bit more. So I actually tried three plates before this and failed it at the knees. Um, so then he was thinking, I just need to get in and just be explosive and just hit the fucking thing. So that's exactly what I did. Keep my chin packed, setting that here, and then when I come down into position, as you can see, I kind of do what you do when you pull and just pop the hip, boom, hit it. And these felt so much better, like so much better. So I went 2 plates, then 2.5, which is here, and then hit the 3 plates. I got a little wild on this one and got a little bit out of position. I think I was just trying to move the bar too fast. But something definitely clicked here. So I really like this kind of knee pop and just dropping in and going. And you'll see the second one's a lot better. Boom. And then the third one's really good too. I felt like doing that really just helped me like get in the pocket in the suit without having the suit kind of eject me out. So moving on to the barbell jumps, these are fucking hard. These are super tough. They were much harder than expected. So I did the exact setup you recommended. First set was a little trashy. Um, Second one, I'm still kind of like getting my bearings on it a little bit. Kind of see I'm losing my upper back there a little bit. And then by the third set, I feel like I locked it in pretty well. Kind of see I'm not getting full extension, but I start to get a little better as the set goes on. But man, yeah, those are super tough on the legs. So in the vein of that and shit that I'm bad at, here's the first set of kettlebell swings. Decided to do kind of a dead stop swing. These felt like shit on my SI too, but I did like 10 sets of 3 to see if I could figure it out. This is the last set. And I figured out by kind of changing my head position and not throwing my head back as I come out of the hole actually helped immensely and felt much better. So decided to do some GHRs because I'm usually really bad at keeping my pelvis position on these. So I just threw a little bit of assistance on it. Did a couple sets of 8. Tried to focus on kind of keeping the chin packed in a little bit. You can kind of see I got the chin dropped a little more in this first set. I didn't post the second set, but I did do a better job of getting the chin packed as opposed to into the chest. I think I did a pretty good job of keeping my pelvis position on that. You can see my cameraman apparently thinks I have a nice ass, or he just wanted to see my struggle face. And then decided to do one set of adductors, one set of abductors. So I did 5 reps, 5-second hold, 4 reps, 5-second hold, 3 reps, 10-second hold. So just one set on these, just to hit some problem areas that I have. I did find, at least on the adductors, Um, Definitely a lot of shaking. Like as I do the reps, it just kind of feels like the brain doesn't have the full connection with it. And then on the abductors specifically, the right one is definitely a lot weaker than the left side. So that started gassing out on me a lot quicker. But going back to the suit, I think it definitely I had my hips really high and then kind of dropping in and going on that first one, and the first one was a little shitty, but then the next two were a little better. I think I need to actually drop my hips down into position, find the tension in the suit, and then kind of do what you do, where you just kind of gently pop the knees back real quick and then come right into it. Kind of how I was doing on the second and third reps. So I think that might be the answer. Because with that band tension on there, it's about 600 at the top, and I did not feel like that was the limit by any stretch of the imagination. So here's the adductors, trying to kind of hold that same chin position. So keeping the chin packed a little, upper back's a little rounded, got the lats and the pecs flexed. Just trying to imitate the position that I want to be in. I did feel that if I kind of let that position slack a little bit, I definitely feel stronger if I let myself get into an arch, but I feel like if I hold this position, it just gets into a little bit of a weaker spot. So in the name of hip stability, did some short step lunges. So these guys, just trying to keep the feet really close together. Just did a couple sets on this, down and back about like 30 feet or so, so probably like 60 foot total. I didn't end up adding any weight to these or anything like that. My recovery was pretty high on this day, so I figured kind of take advantage of that and hit a few more accessories than I usually do. I did also figure out with my sleep, um, with that glutathione and the melatonin, just doing an injection of glutathione every day is kind of a pain in the ass. So I actually bought some SAMe, SAMe, and I'm up to like 400 milligrams in the morning that I take on an empty stomach, and that seems to actually be making a pretty big difference because it is a precursor to glutathione. Um, so just kind of an interesting thought there, but that does seem to be helping quite a bit. Hit some abs. So used to do a lot of these a long time ago. Haven't done them in I don't even know how long, probably at least a few years. So kind of went back and hit a little bit of this. They suck just about as much as I remember them sucking. Just a couple sets of 10 each side. So it definitely felt like left hand and right leg was a little weaker than the other side. And then I did finish off this session by just doing kind of what you recommended on the reverse hyper. Um, just kind of like throwing your feet in it and just hanging over the edge and kind of locking your lats in and pushing your feet towards the floor and just kind of swinging your legs just very gently back and forth. I really liked that actually. That actually felt very good. But that was session 4.